So 4, don't go out to that stupid cone on the outside.
Okay.
Turn in, because I don't know about you, but did that feel natural?
That corner's never felt natural.
Okay. So I'll ride one more with him, and then I'll jump back in the Sonic. Yeah, so we'll go through there. Don't go all the way out to that cone. It's kind of unnatural.
Okay.
We'll just turn in a little sooner, and then kind of, still working our way down to that later apex on there. 3, we're going to carry more speed into it.
Okay.
And actually start to push and load the car. Yeah, and then 1, not so heavy on the brakes.
Okay.
Especially with this, we can't accelerate. We're at maybe a third the speed, maybe 2/3 the speed that we'd normally be arriving at.
Yeah.
And then we'll carry a little bit more speed and do more of our braking, especially when we start running full track, more of our braking between 1 and 2.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, okay, this is central, but crap transmission.
Crap transmission.
All low-end Nissans come with that CVT.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew it was hiding in this group.
Wait. I don't mean to be
Rental.
Okay.
It's not a bad way of going about it.
Is it even legal?
I don't know.
Or not so much legal, but
I didn't sign the rental contract.
I mean, if you're gonna try.
But you don't burn off your tires. You don't burn off your brakes. Just give it away in 2 days, and there we go. In all reality, it's not a bad way of doing it. Same with the guy in the Sonic over there.
Is that
it's
actually a rental?
Yeah.
Like, it's got the stickers on it.
Yeah, no, it's an actual rental. Like, it's all the... I think it's pretty good. So I not to be super creepy about it, I was watching your eyes through the slalom, and it was good. You were looking ahead. You weren't cone focused.
It took me probably the better part of both days.
Yeah.
That time to learn to do it, and I still miss it all the time. I'll still catch myself looking.
So it's never straight ahead or anything like that. It's always a constant shift. You look down, register where that one is. You go back, you look here. There's a great video of eye tracking because they have that software now of Nico Hulkenberg on a track day. The number of times that he looks at his gauges, this and that, they look at all that crap, and it's constantly moving. So we'll go that fast, okay?
Sure. I don't remember how fast that was.
Go. Gas. Gas. And slow down. Okay, we'll go slow and I'll walk you through the line. Okay, and brake, turn in. Start cranking it down. And then accelerate up. That'll be a good line through there. It's because I find if you go to the cone, it's like it squares it off, and it's stupid. You're giving up a lot of radius on that first half of the corner. There you go. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna jump back into the Sonic. And yeah, that was good. So if you drive that 4 like that next time, that'll be good too.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
the SIGs when I was down at Daytona a few years back when they were the kind of the shit running down there. At night they'd lick about 6 feet of flame out of the damn pipes. Pretty neat, actually. Sounding racing rotary. Up and dangles though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Must have knocked the cone down somewhere around the corner.
Parking mode off.
Perfect. You probably could run a little deeper. Yeah. I'm impressed. These here, you see the markers up on the fence?
Yep.
That's your brake markers for when you're good full track and you're gonna be clipping in there. So it's important to watch that kind of stuff. Your eyes, I noticed you were looking way up track. That's really good. Your hand position's great. Just the faster you go, the further you got to be looking ahead, right?
Yeah.
But those little, you can see that yellow one hanging off the fence there. But those are what you got to watch for your brake points and all that. Like I lift off on one of them. You got to lift off, gear down, get all your braking done in a straight line, right?
Yeah.
Be in the right gear, and then you turn in and start accelerating again, right? So want to do that all in a straight line so you don't have spinning around. But you're good and smooth with it. If you miss your apex, it's easy to back off just a smidge. You were a little tight on that one, right? It's hard to do it exactly perfect. But don't get too carried away with backing it off, right? You know what I mean? Like just to make the track out home. If you're too tight, you're too tight. You could have went fast, right? If you back off too much, it really upsets the car bad, right? So when they pull out this other box of bullshit here, you'll want to come off that corner and try and get over to this side and get in a straight line instead of a diagonal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that you're braking it straight, because it sets your car right for the next corner. You'll notice at Indy, they'll come down the front straight and they'll go to the inside and then they come back out for the corner. That's just setting all the weight of the car. You'll see me do that when I'm racing and I do the S's where the cars are there.
Yeah.
I tap the brakes going into there because I don't need to, but I tap the brakes to set the front end. and it sets it down in there. So you kind of got to watch that kind of stuff because it's a tendency to come off that corner, be out at that red and white, and then you come straight to this corner, but that makes it a sharper corner. If you can get back to this side quicker, it's a less of a corner, so you should be able to carry more speed. Things like that. Little things. You're pretty smooth, that's good. But like if you get a little tight, just back it off just a smidge. If you don't run all the way to track out, all that means is you could have gone faster. Right? I find if I'm not running almost coming off them red and whites, then I've done it wrong. You know?
I feel like that's what I shoot for coming out of 3, but then I feel like I got so far to go to get set up.
Well, there's a million ways to do that corner too. Some guys like to stay high line. If you get too high, you get up in the marbles. And you don't want to do that. But like second lane down, and they'll stay all the way around. I like to come really high and kind of fall off the corner down low. But if I'm going fast enough, I'll be bumping them red and whites on the left side.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I haven't gone fast enough. If I don't, I haven't gone fast enough. Awesome. Little late, but now you're going to have to watch your brake markers a little bit. Brake a little bit early. 6 feet deep, right? Yeah, that's about perfect, man. Perfect, awesome. Try to stay off of that red and white on the right, because it really upsets the car. And I come right for the edge of this wall, right for the corner of it. And then before you turn in here. When you come out of here, if you're not hitting the end of the red and whites here, you've turned in too early. You see what I mean? You'll turn in too early, and then you'll be at the beginning of the red and whites instead of the end where you want to be. That's where you're going to carry the most speed. So really, almost all of these red and whites you see on the exit,
they're short.
They're short. But if you're on the front end of it, you turn in too early.
Right.
If you're on the back end of it, that's better.
Yeah.
Right? You're going faster, carrying more speed. But you should be at the far end of it, not the front end. If you're hitting it at the front here, that means and then you got to jerk the wheel. That means you've turned in a little too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is look for something solid. For a marker of where to I have one where I lift. I keep my foot right to the floor until a certain place. I lift. Got another marker that I brake hard at, and then a turn-in point. Right? So there's those 3 things. But you want to look ahead as much as you can. Faster you go, and this car's fast. You got to keep your eyes up. That's the biggest thing, especially when you get in traffic. It's for your eyes to drop and you start watching the tail end of this car. The guy in front of him fucks up. And now all 3 of you are in a big wreck, right? So keep your eyes up if you can, man.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Chris.
Brad. I was standing in the sun all day.
It's getting warm. Well, tomorrow's going to be raining, so it's going to make today look great.
Yeah. Well, it might rain this afternoon.
Yeah, I think they moved it up until 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock now for what they're forecasting. Not like 2 o'clock like it was saying yesterday. Do you have much experience for track days like this, or?
This is my third day.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you've done the track junkies ones?
Not track junkies. I did BMW's
Oh, okay.
school 2 years ago. Similar idea.
Yeah, on day 2, like day 1's pretty much identical, at least for how we had it a couple of years ago for the BMW school. Day 2 will start to differ a little bit.
Okay.
There will be a little bit more road race aspects to it. So all they've really changed on this setup is we've taken away the cones for the second corner that you're going through.
Okay.
It's no longer off camber. It should feel normal now.
Right.
So you can take it at speed. If you do miss the apex, it will be off camber again though. So it'll feel wonky. Delay turning in this type of corner.
Okay.
You should go more to the left, deeper into it before you start your turn. Then get most of your turn done early, and then you should be able to put the power down earlier coming out of it. You should be set up if you do that before you get to the tightness.
Okay.
There you should have turned in a little later, pretty much at that cone, and hug the right more before you turned into the left hander. You basically want to have that corner set up so that when you turn left, you can pretty much start getting on the power. So you want to get down to your slowest speed you need to go. You want to get your cornering done really quickly in that corner too, so you can hammer on the gas because you're almost pointing straight before you get to the apex. Because that's any sort of slight increase in speed coming out of that corner transitions down the whole straight.
Yeah. Okay, so you want me to turn in later on 6 or 7, sorry.
On 8. Now that's the first. You have the high speed corner with no cones is 7.
Yeah.
And then the one that's all coned down that gets tight, that's 8.
Okay.
So yeah, delay turning there. Stay more to the left. You can brake also later into that corner. If you're braking right as you turn in, it makes your back end loose. It makes it easier to turn because your back end is sort of wanting to turn with weight transfer at that point. It helps you turning without using the steering wheel so much. So it gets the corner over and done with a lot quicker. And then you can get back on the power. As soon as you get on the power, puts all that weight to the back end, sails it down. Now you got grip again in the back. a little bit later, so that at this point we're pretty much pointing straight out of it. Downshifting in this section, you finish your braking, you'd be more to the right than when you turned in there. You're turning in kind of in the middle of the track at that point.
Going into the king?
Yeah, into the king?
Yeah. I feel like it. So you're saying it should be farther to the right or farther to the left?
If you want, we can switch. I'll take it slow through there and show you how I would do my lines for these types of corners. It's up to you though.
Going into 12. Should I be to the left?
So 12, that's the last right-hander onto the little straightaway on the back, right?
12 is going into the king. It's the first part of it.
Okay. So that one, you start at the very left. The last cone on the left, that's where you're going to be having a turning point for this car. At least that's what it feels like to me, where the turning point should be for this car.
Okay.
Then you go to the right as far as possible, touching that cone on the right-hand side. You should have most of your braking. You should have probably a downshift down before you get to that cone, because you're going to want to finish your braking right after that cone, keeping to the very right of the track, and then doing a quick turn in. You want to get most of your turn done at that point. So you're going to want to go probably a little slower than you are currently there, okay, but it lets you put the power down earlier and you come out of the corner faster. We don't care about a time loss at the beginning of that corner because this straightaway is so long.
Okay.
You lose a fractions of a second there and you gain a second down the straight. Braking point further up into this corner too. You're braking very early here.
Okay.
So we're crawling basically in this corner from what we could be doing.
Okay.
Very sharp angle of a turn for the beginning part of this. You're trying to do a little gradual turn. You're getting better, but the first part of that corner should have a huge arc for it. You're doing trying to do a gradual linear arc in that corner. It doesn't work for that to be quick. So if this was the corner for the kink, and this is how the track flows, you basically want to, for the edge of the track here, if this is that cone, you want to come like this, do most of your turning in this section, and then you be on the power before you get to the apex cone here. So you're kind of coming in like gradual like this, whereas you want to come in like that.
I think I know what you mean. I don't know if I can put it into practice, but
that's the trickiest corner on the track. Most people, no matter how much experience, they still get that corner very wrong. But if you road race, you can see the difference in people's lines. And when they take a line like that, they end up being very slow. They're trying to be quick in, fast, or quick in, slow out. Yeah. Whereas you want to be slow in, fast out for that type of corner. Anything going on to a straight, you want your exit speed maximized. Usually means you have to sacrifice the beginning of the corner or if it's a series of corners, you sacrifice the previous corner. It's the same principle for the decreasing radius corner. You want a sharp angle for the beginning of the corner for how much you're turning in, and you want it to be very gradual coming out of it for your steering angles. I think that's it. Yep. Okay.
So start looking around the corner. Just take a glance, because that's where you're going. Because if you take a glance, it'll give you an idea of where you want to get to. And you can kind of glance back and forth while you're at it. And just let her squeeze the pedal out, look to the outside. And now, take a look out your side window. Where's that cone? Does that change your driving? You end up driving right to it perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Magic, I tell you. Nice. And you're nice and smooth, I like it. Okay, look for the exit of the corner, the end. Where do we want to get? We want to actually get to that far cone there, right? Set up for a late apex so we can get on the gas early again. And just squeeze onto the straight, yeah. Nice. I like your nice little hands. Not many people are smooth like that. That's good. Okay, where do you want to get to? You want to get to that far corner. So it's really kind of an odd thing. Okay, right now, take a look at the side window. Where is that black Porsche? Quick glance over there. Isn't that strange? Does it change you?
Yeah.
It changes the way you drive, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm much more comfortable with that corner now.
Yes. Looking for this guy, now squeezing, looking for the exit of a corner, looking down the straight. And now you look for, you got this other cone here. This corner is tricky to get right. Because you want to get right to this cone, and right away start turning the steering wheel, and you want to get the flow. Nice placement. That was good. And then squeeze. And of course you are doing that. Because when you're coming out of the corner, you're using maximum traction. So, the gas pedal and the brake, you're squeezing them. It's not on par. And you seem to be quite smooth. That's good. Okay. Looking around the corner where you want to get to. Lovely. Okay, what do you got to do when you come in here? Take a look. Take a look. Where's that 924 or whatever that is?
the 944. I don't know.
24.
Oh, okay. They kind of look the same, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're very similar.
Yeah. Okay, take a glance over there right now. Just a quick glance, and then go back to driving. Now look again. You notice yet? You made one turn on the wheel. You didn't have to make hardly any corrections. You nailed it. And that's by looking there. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, again. We look for the far corner where that little Corolla or whatever. Oh, that's a 924 again. Sorry. And you'll get there. That other 911 is driving too slow.
Yeah, I know.
What's with that?
He's got a turbo.
He's not looking ahead. Look ahead over there. Just take a glance. Okay, same thing. Take a glance at that far cone there. You want to get there, right?
Those two cones, I feel like I could pretty much stare at coming around that.
Yeah. Okay, same thing here. You want to look at this one, but you want to see the back side of. See where he is on that 924? That was nice placement. Nice. Oh, lovely, lovely. I like it. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Take a quick glance even around the corner. They're all moving. That's good. Okay. Wait apex. You want to get to this guy and let it roll on. Nice. Okay. Take a look. Keep her lower than he is. We're cutting distance. He's adding distance. He's just trying probably different lines too. Because sometimes maybe there's fluid or something on the track, so you change it. And you know what? And then try like even in the middle of the corner, like pressing a gas, a certain different amounts, vary the gas, and you notice the car rotates a little bit. And the same thing with the brake. As you apply the brake in the corner, see how it changes the direction. Touch the brake a bit now. See, it puts a little bit of weight up there, doesn't it? It changes the feel. So you can balance the car with that brake pedal or get it to turn in more if it's not turning in. Like we didn't have that problem there, but anyway. Okay, looking for the far corner. Okay, now where you gotta look? Take a look right around the corner. Good. Nice. Yeah, you're nice and smooth. I like that. And just unwind, yeah. And as you unwind, that's when the gas pedal goes. It's like you have a string there. I don't know if anybody told you that, but get to the backside turn. Yeah, squeeze now. So yeah, as you get that car rotated, the sooner you can get on the gas. The sooner you get on the gas, the more speed you carry. So that's kind of the trick. You want to get on the gas early and spend the maximum amount of time on it. And that's by doing that late apex, getting it rotated around the corner so that you can get on the gas early. Nice. On the gas early. Nice. Okay. Again, quick glance. Nice and smooth. And you can even try jiggling the steering a little bit. Just see what it feels like. Like what's it do to the car. And then try to be as smooth as you can. Just make the one quick turn in, which you've been doing, which is nice. Yes. Then squeezing the gas and then unwind. Actually, he's fairly experienced there. A little rough there, I can see. He's correcting in the corner. Okay. Turn around the corner. Squeeze. Nice. You gonna wait, bud? GT3. fun of it to not look at the cars, but rather look for your line. That's Paul. So actually, he's just started autocross in the last year. He's an older guy, like 61, 62. Actually, he works in the oil patch too. He used to own National Oil Wells down in Calgary. He sold out before the oil patch. Now he can afford stuff like this. Nice guy. Okay, keep looking around the corner. Find that helps looking around the corner?
It does, and I keep freaking forgetting to do it.
It's not natural.
No.
Yeah, and believe me, after all these years racing, I gotta tell myself to do that. Believe me, you'll be doing that for the rest of your life. And it works on the street too, which is interesting. So looking for the exit of the corner, or as far as you can see around the corner. And it slows everything down too, doesn't it? Working the suspension a little more there. It really should signal us by.
That's why I pushed that corner more than I was ready for.
Yeah.
Be ready for him. I was ready for it.
Yeah.
Be ready for him.
I know last time there's a couple of people going really slow. We actually just went on past them. I know we weren't supposed to really, but they were just going so slow that he's picking up the pace a little bit. But nice technique is going maybe a little wider than I would like. But okay, so same thing. Kind of get on the backside of this guy and get it to start turning here. Yeah, just yeah. Okay, lovely. Behind us for now. See if he's keeping up with us or not. Okay, get on the gas. Let's squeeze this thing. Let's see if we can. There we go. Okay, look around the corner and see if you can get it to carry just a little more speed this time. Yeah, just feel the tires. Okay, we're not drifting or anything, so you can squeeze it a bit more. Yeah, give her. Same thing. Look around the corner. Carry just a hair more. Mind you, there's a wall there, so we don't want to get too crazy, but okay, squeeze. Okay, where are you going to look? Nice. They go wider? You want to let them go by?
I'll let them go by.
He's got like race tires or something. They're giving her.
That thing's stretched out.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to concentrating on driving and technique. We'll pass them later.
Probably not, actually, but I'm okay with that.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're looking for this apex. You want to get on it? And be able to get on the gas already. You can start squeezing. Because if you really when it comes down to it, if you don't feel the tires are skittering a little bit, you know there's a little bit more speed. Squeeze. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing good. Take a glance around the corner. Is there anybody? No, it looks good. So we keep on going. Get nicely on the lane on the apex. If you ever start squeezing. Yeah. That felt pretty good, huh? Yeah. Okay, look around start pushing it, you get the tires skittering. If they're skittering in the middle, you know it's going to slide more when you go off camber, right? That's something to be aware of. I noticed I'm having to lean against the door more. I think you picked up the pace a bit. What do you think?
There's a lot of traffic and getting more comfortable.
Yeah, you get a bit of a rhythm, don't you? Yeah. But you know, like I said earlier, I'm not even worried about speed. Just whatever you feel comfortable at, because it's more important to get the technique. You get the technique, and the speed will come. You know what? As you've seen, as we have seen, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's nice. Squeeze. And see, like that steering wheel, you don't have to be in a rush.
No.
That's kind of a Sunday drive, isn't it? Hell, well, it's on Saturday, but what the hell?
Fingers.
Yeah, you don't have to hang on any harder than you have to. Yeah, you don't have to hang on any harder than you have to. Just a nice, like, loosey grip. Nice. It's improving all the time, eh? You know, I don't even have to watch you, but I can tell when you're looking ahead.
You can tell when I'm
Yeah?
not.
Yeah? Interesting, eh?
Yeah.
It's just, it's like I said earlier, it's like magic. It's just, our brains process information, and it's something like 85% of the information comes from our eyes. In other words, it's critically important where we look. If you look in the right place, it comes together. Your line choice, you look where you want to get to, you will automatically choose the right line by just looking ahead. Yeah. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with making correction. See, he didn't go wide enough here.
Yeah.
So he's not set up. He can't get on the gas as early as we can. They're busy talking. I think they're on a cell phone or something, they're driving so slow. Distracted driving. Let's go. I think they're busy discussing stuff. I noticed you carried more speed this time into this corner. Well, that's just a little bit less of a lift there, isn't it? So you got-
That's down last time on my speedometer.
yeah.
And last time I did this school, my old car, which is down about 80 horsepower from this,
Yeah.
I was going faster.
Really?
Yeah. It really dawned on me that I'm not quite pushing it yet.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you know what? We're not hearing the tires chirping or anything, but we're still moving pretty damn quick around here, though. Eh?
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I'm more worried about the technique, not about the time so much. But as you get comfortable, just, you know, just what's supposed to do.
That was too quick.
Yeah? Well, that's okay. You know what? You go with the flow. I mean, you don't always nail your heart. Well, you know what? Okay, you know what? You go with the flow. I mean, you don't always nail your heart. Well, you know what? You just make the corrections and continue on. So, actually, that's a good thing to do, like a day like this, because who cares?
Yeah.
And you can see, you know, it's not the end of the world. I mean, okay, you didn't nail your points exactly, but hey, squeeze it. You can actually get on the gas hard there. Okay, then a little bit of a break here. This BMW seems to have caught us. Shall we let him go by?
Yeah, that's fine. Well,
We can work on technique and
it's almost.
okay, see if you can get more rotated around this. Okay, start squeezing already. So you can be almost pulling the gas right at that point. Get that right But you know what? You can practice that on the street. You know, when you're driving, like even your heel and toe and stuff. And like I do that all the time. Like I can heel and toe, and you should be able. And actually, you seem to do okay with the shifts too. But ideally, what you want to do is you want to be able to downshift and match the revs, so you don't feel any jarring whatsoever. You know, because the thing is, sometimes the best place to shift is in the corner.
Yep.
Usually, it's better not to if you can help it. But sometimes that's just the way it is.
Smooth enough, you're okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's right. If you're smooth enough, passenger won't feel a thing. And it's totally possible.
The pedals are a little bit farther apart than
You have the car?
I'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, my old Miata actually bent the brake pedal over, so I could heel and toe better.
Well, when I bought this car, I bought it used.
Yeah.
And it had a gas pedal extension.
Oh, yeah.
About that much.
Yeah, yeah.
But because I was so used to heel and toeing all the time anyway,
Yes, yes.
my foot never is fully on the brake. It's
Yeah.
always kind of on both. So
Yeah.
with that extension there, I was always on the gas then.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to get rid of it.
So yeah, usually these last like cool down laps, you don't want to be too hard on the brakes or anything.
Yeah.
Because you know if you stop and the brakes are hot, that's where you warp your discs. So you know, be really easy on the gas. Oh, hand out the window that you're going in. Yeah. So did I for a moment there. Tomorrow.
I mean, it makes sense. But
Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel you were pushing it beyond limits or anything. But they did have one car go off. Well, you know, sometimes it's
Wi-Fi
guys
hotspot
organizing. I can
unavailable.
understand where it comes from, because they don't want anybody going off. And there was a couple guys in that. Well, I guess it was this group. I mean, they were really flying. I mean, they were just flying by us.
I got one right behind me. Right
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The yeah, that's right, the GT3. And that, yeah, actually, that whole bunch of, those guys.
Let him by here.
Yeah. And we'll point them back. I think that's something that we all, we learn to work with each other. slow. Because Bill's with them, they probably gave Bill shit. Bill doesn't like getting shit, so. They were giving me hell for being in the Mustang, because he passed a couple of guys that were going really, really slow, and they didn't point, you know, and he just went, well, I'm not going to worry about it. And then one guy pointed, and he didn't realize that we were going to go by two of them. Or, you know, I don't know why I thought it was obvious, but, well, you know, it's a matter of opinion, I guess. I think the trick is, especially at this end, you know, that one guy was really complaining, oh, that Mustang was missing the marks and all those. I didn't think it was very bad. So let's make a point of just really getting to each one of these cones that they want you to get to. And then they can't complain about us. How's that for tactics, eh? Yeah, well, you know what? It's theory anyway. Okay, so you got the cone at the end here, which is supposed to be the apex here, or getting on the gas. I know there's a couple of these cones in the places I'm not sure I'd drive them exactly like that. It's kind of like classic road race lines, but I think a couple of them, a tighter line would actually be faster. But that's my opinion, right? I think that's somewhere, you know, the road race guys actually, you know, they got these classic road race lines in their brain, and I think it's actually a mistake sometimes. I'm gonna get up and go on that thing, eh? Yeah, these new Mustangs are pretty amazing. That independent rear suspension and everything, it's almost like a Mustang has no right to be quite that quick in the corners.
This is a GT350. That's a very good car.
That's a really fast one, yeah. You can tell he's got quite a snarl in the exhaust, eh? Nice. And we want to get to this guy. Yeah, just nice. And then start squeezing the gas earlier there. Yeah. No, he's staying behind now. I think they got a talk. No, he's staying behind now. I think they got a talking to more than the other guys, because they were really going earlier. Okay, so we're going right out there. And we want to get inside to this cone over here. Yes. Out here. So slow, you're kind of slowly spiraling in almost. And that's how you get to that guy there. But I think around that corner there's a number of lines you could actually take and not really lose anything. Yeah, you notice that too, eh? Seems to me he doesn't want to pass now. So we'll continue doing our thing as long as he's not pushing it. Oh, I think that's where somebody went off. Looks like fresh tracks. Nice and wide like they want us to. See, even here, I would disagree with that line.
Yeah?
I'd say go the shorter distance, cut her tighter. It'll be faster. Because you're going so slow, you're adding extra distance, you'll never make it up. There's no straightaway after it, so why lead apex? Doesn't make sense to me. Nope, you don't want to go. Backs off. Okay, we get right on the backside of this guy, yes. Nicely coming out here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it sets us up really nice here. Let's spiral in a little bit slower this time. Yeah. That's it. Nice. But it's hard to see. You can't see through the wall, right? So it's almost like you have to have an imaginary cone there. But here you can start looking for the cone at the wall. So that's kind of where you finish your corner. Here, I would stay in more. You see that? You're just, shorter distance. I think it's faster. And then rather roll out and run come out here. And even here, I don't know if I'd go out quite that far myself. But the thing is, you do want to get the year. But even this isn't a very long straight. So I kind of, I think that's where the road racers sometimes make a mistake. Like they get their kind of theory, and it's not always, I don't know. But you see, you know what? You see that in big races too. The guys, there's some guys who may take some line, and the guys will take another slight variation of line, and there doesn't seem to be much difference. And then somebody all of a sudden will take a different line, and what the hell, they're faster. So it's okay. Anyway, but that's all kinds of theoretical stuff. Right now they want us to do their apexes, so we'll do that.
That's the starting point. You learn something and then you can experiment with it.
Yes, yes. I think you just get into rhythm and they're comfortable with it.
They're faster cars, so.
Yeah. Okay, so get it on the backside there. Yes, nice. Now we're sort of squeezing. We're gonna let Paul go by. Turbo forward. There, now he's picking up the speed again, eh? Okay, nice and wide right up to the cone. Spiral in. Okay, looking around the corner. Give her a bit. Yeah, you're leaving them there. I think you get the corner right. You can see you open up the gap, okay? And get on the gas early here. And, oh, sorry, I'm kind of experimenting with you. Now we can play with him. of getting there, but I'm okay with that. But we might hear about it.
I think he was okay with it.
Yeah. Well, they're pointing to us.
Yeah.
You know what? Even now, a cool down lap, try to minimize the brake use or not use them at all, even. And that's what I used to do often, is I wouldn't use them at all, so I could dissipate some of the heat out of the rotors.
Yeah.
Just use the gears to slow down and even solid gears, or just going, just go slower, because you don't want to build up any more heat in the rotors and the discs, so you don't warp them.
I think this corner is catching me out because of that last pylon.
Yeah.
Last time I did it, that last pylon wasn't there. But I got used to the sensation of speed my old car could carry through there.
Yes.
And this car is faster, so I'm getting the same sensation, but I'm actually going faster.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of changes things if you approach corners a lot faster, with more power and so on. Or if you carry a lot more speed in one corner, all of a sudden you're approaching the next one faster.
Yeah.
So that kind of those things kind of link together too. So that can kind of sometimes, in one corner you've been trying to get, then you finally get it, then you blow the next one because you approach it that much faster.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. That's a tricky one. Tricky one.
Changes your braking point to the next
Yes.
corner.
Yeah, that's right. Good, you remember. By the way, you had a water.
Oh, did I?
I just noticed it rolling around the last lap, so I chopped it with my foot.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Actually, I cleaned out my old car and I found one tucked under the insulation of the old seat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got another one in here, but it's in the door thing, so it doesn't rattle around.
Yeah.
Are we all parked?
Yeah, usually you want to have all loose items out,
Yeah.
because if there's some kind of a bump or something, or you go over curbs, sometimes it'll bounce and all of a sudden there it is.
It's gonna land
It might have been underneath the seat or something.
It lands under your brake pedal and you're at wheel
Yeah.
problems. Are we all stopping
Or even-
here? Or?
Oh yeah, I don't know if this is a sort of a little debrief period they're giving us or what. 'Cause they did that last time, and we didn't know whether somebody was going to come talk to us or what was going on, or was a chance for us to talk, or I wasn't 100% sure. Anyway, your thoughts on that section? Since we're here.
I felt like I did the decreasing radius, the off-camber decreasing radius one,
Yep.
way out there. I feel like I did that different every time.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's right. I'm braking early into everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot more speed out there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I've been doing this for a long time. Probably if I hopped in the car here, I could probably drive it a lot faster.
Yeah.
And just kind of nail things. But you know what? That's seat time.
Yeah.
And really, quite frankly, they were giving us shit that we were going too fast. So, not necessarily us per se,
Yeah.
but they were definitely saying that some people were going too fast, and there's a couple of cars went out in the ditch, and really, like today's school, I can kind of understand where they're coming from, because really today we shouldn't be working on speed so much, but rather the technique, get the car placed exactly where we want it. And okay, I can see that. Now, for some people, but there's a difference in learning too, because for some people, obviously, like you can see some people with slower cars, but also some drivers I've seen some not very good technique.
Right.
Like they're not so good. So there's always a big variation, and some people are just naturally, right to begin with, better drivers. And so there's going to be a speed variation there. There's not much you can do about that. So one person may be giving it at 9/10 what is 9/10 for them, but 9/10 for the next guy is one hell of a lot faster.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of.
They almost need to take these 4 run groups and split them by skill and cars.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah, they could almost use 3